Are you sick and tired of the old outdated infotainment in your car? You know, maybe you drive a 5, 10, 15-year-old car. Maybe you even drive a classic. You know, the technology in cars moves so quickly, but you no longer have to go ahead and update to the latest 2024, 2025 model car just to get that infotainment experience. What if I told you there's a cheaper solution? So this is my new to me 2010 BMW 328i Wagon, and she is a beauty, I know. If you want to see more of this car, I did a full review. Click the link right up here. But today's not about that. Today is about me trying to modernize my day-to-day daily driving experience in this car. This thing doesn't have a screen, it doesn't have Bluetooth for music, it just has a good old aux cord, and I'm kind of spoiled. I'm a techie after all, and I love using Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you know, all those features, but I also enjoy cars of this era. I love wagons, and this is what I like to daily drive. So to bring those experiences together, I found something in the form of an Apple CarPlay screen. Yes, this is a modular solution. You can do this at home. All you gotta do is plug it in, as I will show you here in a little bit. And today we're gonna be going after a specific LAMTTO model, the RC06, right here, as you can see. But LAMTTO was gracious enough to send me 2 of them, meaning one of these could be yours. And I will let you know how you can win this at the end of this video. So make sure you follow, you watch the whole thing, and go ahead and get yourself one of these LAMTTOs. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at what comes in the box for the LAMTTO RC06. And I need to mention, the LAMTTO RC06 is pretty much the most feature-packed for the least amount of money you can get, as I'll show you in a little bit. There are higher end models that LAMTTO makes, but RC06, in my opinion, is packing a whole lot of punch. All right, let's go ahead and open the box and see what we get inside. All right, and here's the packaging up close. As you can see, it says smart screen on the side. It indeed does have GPS, and this model indeed comes with a dash cam and also a rear facing camera that you can plug in. Let's go ahead and open it up. Pretty nice packaging on this box, if you ask me. There we go, and voila, here it is. And the first thing that really catches the eye is how wide angle this screen really is. In the box is first the screen itself, and look at how thin these bezels are. Moving to the back side, you can see there is your front-facing dash camera on here. That's a 2.5K quality. There's your on and off button up top, and here's all of your ports, your aux, your power, all that good stuff goes right here. Let's go ahead and check out what else we get with the box. So here's everything else that comes in the box of the LAMTTO. We have an extra adhesive pad, an aux cord, and a tool that is provided for install and prying certain panels on your car. This is your backup camera, as I mentioned earlier. This plugs into the side of the device, and it can go against your license plate or rear window. Here's your USB-C power cable that plugs into your cigarette lighter. As I mentioned, this thing is really plug and play, super easy to use. And here is the windshield mount. If you don't want to use the dash mount that comes with it, I think we're gonna go ahead and go with this one and see how it holds the screen up. And of course, you get your owner's manual right here. And we have an extra adhesive pad to stick it on the dash. But without further ado, let's go ahead and put it inside the car, plug it in, because I can't wait to use this thing in my car and see how much it'll really improve my day-to-day daily driving. All right, let's go ahead and get to installing the LAMTTO CarPlay screen. But before we get any further into this video, I just want to mention that everything that I say is my genuine reaction. LAMTTO did send me these units, but this is not a sponsored video. I will tell you exactly how I feel about this unit. I used to own a BMW with an aftermarket Apple CarPlay screen, which also was Android powered. So I've had multiple experiences with aftermarket Apple CarPlay solutions, especially built-in ones where you change your head unit out. but I've never used a universal screen like this. So if this blows my mind, you know, this could be really revolutionary for DIY solutions where you don't want to alter the appearance of your car. Maybe you want to use it in multiple cars at once. You can just take it out, put it in the next car. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at how this would work. So if you were to stick it on the dash, you would remove this adhesive backing right here and lay it right there. But as I mentioned, I like to keep the stock look of my cars, and even putting something like adhesive on here is kind of a no-no for me. I might change my mind in the future, but for now, let's go ahead and put this mount for the LAMTTO on it. And I also kind of want to try it in my other car, so this makes it easier for me to just take this off and move it into the next car. Let's go ahead and swap these over. All right, so right off the bat, one thing I want to mention is that this windshield mount is probably not the best solution. You can see that the lock for this already kind of came apart, but we're gonna go ahead and truck along and see. Maybe I can put it back together and securely mount it. All right, so after a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears, I had to go ahead and wipe my windshield. It was a little bit dirty, so we cleaned it up, and it is mounted, but I wouldn't suggest mounting this unit with the windshield mount. It just seems like it is a bit heavier, so the mount itself doesn't do the best job of supporting the weight. However, I've seen multiple times that this does work. This gets pretty snug to your dash, and it's adjustable. So I think eventually I'm gonna go ahead and move on to this. But for now, let's go ahead and plug it in and see how this thing works. All right, so now that we have this thing mounted beautifully on the dash, I want to show you how easy and fast the setup is on these LAMTTO head units. The main thing you need to make the LAMTTO unit work, of course, is power, and we have this running into the cigarette lighter. This car conveniently has one located below the glove box, so it can be all hidden and tucked away. For now, I'm just gonna plug it in and not run it behind the dash, just to show you guys how this works. And if you already have a USB-C power in your car, then you don't even need this. You can just plug it in and it'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and get into it. And that's it, simple as that. Plug in those two wires or just power if you want to run it off Bluetooth or FM, and we're ready. But first, I'm gonna get this crispy peel on the screen. Nice. Let's go ahead and start the car. And voila. There she is. There's the LAMTTO unit running. This is me checking it out for the first time, as you guys can see. So this is our home menu, and you have your Bluetooth options, you have your AirPlay option where you can screen mirror what's on your phone, your movies, your phone screen pretty much. This would show you your camera. Right now it's showing my mount. It's a little obstructed because of my mounting solution, but when I go ahead and permanently mount it with the dash mount, I won't have this problem. And if you have your rear view camera plugged in, it'll also show in this mode. We're gonna go ahead and go back home, and let's go ahead and connect CarPlay. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, is mainly why I bought this screen, right? So let's go ahead and connect to Apple CarPlay. Super simple connectivity. All you gotta do is go ahead and click on this name. This is the name of your particular screen. T86B is mine, so let's go ahead and find that. Bring up Bluetooth, find it, click on it, click pair, and it's going to ask you if you want to allow to use CarPlay with the smart screen, and we're going to say yes indeed. We're going to go ahead and boom, this is your Apple CarPlay screen. Simple as that. I don't know how long that took, but that's incredible. That's faster than certain cars built-in Apple CarPlay screen. I've done reviews of modern 2024 cars that have laggier worse wireless Apple CarPlay experience. So good job to LAMTTO on that. And it is a pretty responsive screen, if I say so myself. The touch screen is pretty good. The resolution, while not as good as what you might see on a modern car screen, it is more than enough to get the job done for a CarPlay screen. But before you can fully go ahead and take advantage of this screen in your car, there's one last step you might want to do, and that is to go back to the main setting and choose how your audio output comes out of the speakers. As you can see, I am running an aux cord out of this, so we do have a built-in speaker, and that is your default, the speaker. So here it is. You can see that right now the audio is coming out of here, and you can control the speaker volume through this button right here. And as you would expect, this kind of sounds like your phone speaker, no bass, pretty flat. Your Bluetooth audio is what I mentioned earlier. This can connect to your car's built-in Bluetooth, but my vehicle does not have Bluetooth. So next option is FM, and this will transmit the audio onto an unused FM radio station. And for me, I actually used to use AFN transmitter in this car, and that's my station of choice. So we're gonna go ahead and change the tuner of the car, put it on that radio station, and play the music. And as you can see, now the music is coming out of my speakers. Mind you, you lose a lot of audio quality in this setting due to just the audio being transmitted once from your phone into the head unit, then into a radio station, and picked up by your transmitter into the speakers. And last, then, my choice is going to be my handy dandy aux cord, and you can see the difference in quality. So now that we know that, we can go ahead and enjoy Apple CarPlay while plugged into the right audio, and also use all the features as you would on your phone, like Google Maps, like Waze, and also have your split screen. Alright, and that brings us to the end of my review of the LAMTTO RC06. But before I go, as promised, I do indeed have another LAMTTO RC06 that you, yes, you at home can win. All you gotta do is go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed to Seize This Speed, then head to my Instagram, Seize This Speed. There will be a photo of this thing. Just comment LAMTTO, that's all it is, and I will pick a lucky winner very, very soon between one of you guys and send this out to you. If you want to go ahead and purchase your own LAMTTO, I will leave the link down in the description below. These units do run between $100 and $130 or so between you know, when there's a coupon or availability. If you want an inexpensive Apple CarPlay head unit, I definitely recommend this Apple CarPlay screen. But as far as this video goes, this one is over, so leave your thoughts and questions down in the comment below. I read all of them. I will be responding to it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and tune in for more car reviews, new, used, and car tech reviews. Thank you so much again. Have a great day. Peace out, and I'm out.